currently have 3 months worth of inventory sitting at my factory that I cannot bring to the US. I have maybe 2 months worth left in my warehouse in Minnesota, and when that's gone, I have no more revenue. I cannot pay my employees, I cannot pay my bills, I cannot pay the loans which I have leveraged my house against, so we could lose our house. I do not have the $230,000 that were just immediately dropped in front of me to get my products into the US. So I am asking, begging for support from both sides of both parties to support our small businesses and get rid of these tariffs on US-owned small businesses. It doesn't just affect me. When I go out of business, it affects all of those contractors that I pay to help me with my business, all those American-owned businesses, my trucking company that brings me my container, the bookkeepers and accountants and marketing teams that work with me. They now don't get to have the revenue they're getting from me, and I'm just one business that's at risk of going out of business. There are thousands of us. So this is hurting more than just people importing from China.
I think that one of the things that drives me the most crazy about this is that we have big companies like Apple who have a connection in the White House. They know who to call. They have the wherewithal to give $1 million to President Trump's inauguration ceremony. They get seated right up there on the dais on Inauguration Day when the people standing with us today have no capacity to accomplish that. And what happens? Apple gets a carve out and these guys are left holding the bag. And that is wrong, and we cannot put up with it.
So the Europeans think that they're going to put digital services taxes on American companies. It's going to be a 2% tax on any search engines, social media platforms, or any place where there is money being generated by users. Well, Donald Trump said if you even think about imposing this ridiculous tax, which they're close to doing, he will put 100% tariffs on all goods. European decision makers, the ball is in your court, but I think Trump wins this round.
This is how small business owners are doing in the USA under Trump's tariffs and Trump's economy.
It's terrifying. I mean, it's really like day by day. Like I spent most of the last year thinking there's no way we're going to make it.
Small business owners like Casey Coyle, whose family has owned and operated this New York City toy store for 3 decades, are still processing the impact of the Supreme Court tariffs decision Friday.
Every day it's something different, but I keep just saying I'll believe it when I see it because there's loopholes.
The Supreme Court said President Trump violated federal law when he unilaterally imposed sweeping tariffs across the globe.
One of the products that was most severely affected by Trump's tariffs were toys. About 80% of all toys.
Tariffs are an extra tax that U.S. importers are having to pay the U.S. government to get their goods that they sell or use in making products. Most people don't know that 98% of businesses in the USA are small business. So you can see how extra taxes of 10 to 147% can be catastrophic to small business owners. In this post, I read the comments, and small business owners are hanging on by a thread. Did you know that corporate bankruptcies are also skyrocketing? Look to be more corporate bankruptcies in 2026, which will be mostly from small businesses. Hi, my name's Christina. Drop a comment and follow for all things economic news and personal finance.
Okay, I want to talk real quick about how Trump's tariffs are affecting real small businesses. Okay, I own my own store, my own small business, and I sell crystals, tea, magic-y herbs, art, Bath and Body, all sorts of stuff. I make my own natural stone jewelry over here. I had a order made up for things I needed to reorder. I needed new crystals, new incense, all this stuff. Everything has gone up in price since when I had like put it in the cart. I haven't bought it yet. Everything has gone up in price by 20 to 30%. Sometimes more depending on where it's coming from. and I already hear the right barking. Well, just buy American. Just get those supplies from America. Yeah. I can't order like crystals, from America. Okay. I can. Look, I can. And I do often. But the people that I buy it from in America do not get them in America, because America does not produce every type of crystal that we need, right? So even if it's an American company who are making these towers, right? They shape these towers, these moonstone towers. The moonstone does not come from America, okay? This had to be imported, okay? Most crystal factories are India, Brazil, China, Indonesia, all of them over there. So everything has gone up, like astronomically. I make my own jewelry, right? I make my own jewelry, okay? But again, these stones do not come all from America, right? My materials, my wire that I use, the chains that I use, guess what? It doesn't come from America. I'm an American person making American-made jewelry, but the inputs do not all come from America because we don't have the infrastructure, simply. I'll give you another example. Everybody loves this incense, right? The Nag Champa. I carry quite a bit of it. I'm super duper out. I need to order. I usually have like 12 different kinds of this. I need to reorder it. Guess what? It's made in India, okay? This is a tried and true trusted brand. Everybody loves this incense. It's not overpowering, but it smells really good. Like, this is the gold standard for incense. It's made in India. Even if I import, or even if I'm buying it from an American company has imported it from India. Yeah. Here's another great example. I carry American-made tea, right? A great, awesome American maker makes this loose leaf tea that I carry in my store. Do we think that this package was made in America? I bet it wasn't. Everybody that is making American, that is an American business owner, relies on world trade to be successful. Bottom line, period. And I am terrified because I do not know what this means long term for my business. The price of everything will inevitably go up because the person who makes the tea now needs to cover their materials, which has gone up. I mean, it's such a slippery slope, and we are so fucking screwed. I have been in business a year and a half. I mean, longer. I have been a brick and mortar for a year and a half. I have been doing great business, but I have seen the trend of the economy and sales already. And now I'm like looking at what I can order, and my prices have gone up, and I'm like, what? How is this going to work out? Because I was doing fine, and now I don't know if I can cover those those margins to make it profitable so I can like feed my family. Yeah. So if you made it all the way through this video, I super appreciate it. Please support your small businesses in your town. And if you want to support mine, I'll tag it below. I would super appreciate it because I am scared right now. I'm scared about the future.
Well, it's January 18th and the stocks just plummeted, and gold has hit record highs, and silver is close to hitting record highs. And that's because Donald Trump's threats of tariffs around Greenland have caused investors to rapidly pull their money out of the stock market and move it into gold. And this time it's different. This time it's not just the threat of tariffs that have investors scared. It's the fact that Europe is finalizing a deal to completely cut out the United States and all future trade agreements. They have been putting something in place for years, and Donald Trump caused them to execute it so that America will be bypassed and Europe will be initiating free trade with countries all around us, including South America. And now some people are warning this is the beginning of the end, because these are the type of structural changes other countries make that won't really return back to the United States the way things once were. How you like that, Trumpers?